Should have done it.
Follow my lead.
Sworn enemy.
It will be done.
Charge.
Grey hair, sure hair.
Attack again.
An exemplary strike. Indeed.
Extra damage to friends and die. There we go. Charge.
My instincts tell me to refuse. I don't like that. Wolves, my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin.
Yeah, it's gonna die.
Can do feel the icy bite.
We reload. We parry. We'll do run and gun. No more there, wildfire.
Wolves reign. I have become the All-Father's worthy
The kick.
instrument.
Living on the edge. Don't get too cocky.
Comes from my hand is thunder. My strike is ruin. So it shall be.
I can do that.
71.
I'm enraged.
Hendrix is going down. No. Maybe. Oh my.
I'll put my psychic abilities to use.
Heal up, Hendrix.
My thanks.
We'll need to...
I won't object to it. Smite your enemies. Let's see to it.
What the hell is wrong with this plasma gun? Yeah, I didn't even get to shoot. What's the point of that? Alright.
My enemies shall be crushed like dust beneath my feet. I am here to aid you.
Your assistance is much appreciated.
Two of them gone.
Defiance is futile.
Reload. Let's
Actions will speak another step towards our ultimate victory.
two more there,
I
wildfire.
will not be deterred,
Okay.
and so shall it be. Your corrupt way has failed you.
She can't.
Rejoice in battle.
Good dodge.
Faith without deeds is As the Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, let's see where we can reach. Yes.
At your beck and call.
Let's
It
hold.
will be done.
Ouch.
Duty go hand in hand. You are starting.
Enjoy.
At your beck and call.
Okay, let's see.
Give this task to someone lesser.
Okay, we'll move in.
Whose reek of cowardice.
We'll heal.
I didn't notice. Feel the icy bite of death.
He dodged.
Sit,
70 or kick.
so shall it be.
Not much health left on that guy. Let's hope we
Am
make
I getting
it.
paid for this?
87.
Come, split. I have become your father's worthy instrument. See from my hand.
Yes.
Thunder! My strike is ruin!
This is what we want.
I know what I'm doing, usually. You've got a problem, I've got a price.
23. Nice. No, not again.
Feel the icy bite of
From the ashes, I will rise.
Okay, let's see.
Everyone, step aside. But of course, Lord Captain. For the throne's glory, the Inquisition sends their regards. I won't object to it.
I own.
Glad I never leave debts unpaid.
Nice. We got it.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Okay, this is yeah, the longest fight. So they're not making it easy, at least. Let's see. Just loot. I'm gonna make a save here. Just because. Save. The Voxcaster is producing nothing but static. Hello, can anyone hear me? Aishara's voice cuts through the static. We read you, Strike Team. This is Lift Control. Report your status. Urlon is dead. Aishara responds after a brief pause. Acknowledge, Strike Team. Beginning the extraction of the priority cargo. A fine victory, Svinto. They will tell sagas about the day the contemptible Urlon fell. The Cog Priests should offer you a fine cup of mead for saving their prayer world. Thorvald nods at the two gaunt bodies in crimson robes lying on the floor. If you hadn't, Urlon would have bathed them in 100-fold more blood. As for you, ever pause, Ulfar Thunderlung, You have proven yourself. The Stormbiters will tell all about your feat and your roaring song. I thank you, Thorvald. You and your brothers fought well. You did the wolves proud. It will be my joy to share a cup with you at the victory feast, Ironhide. How is your pack, Thorvald? What are your losses? Several of my brothers will carry on fighting their battles in the Allfather's host. The rest have survived. We've shed much of our blood, but a wolf's hide is tough and his spirit is stubborn. When you take us down, you had better finish us off. The Stormbiters live on this day and the next. I see you and Ulfar have worked through your quarrels. It doesn't become a noble warrior to bark at his battle comrade after a good fight. Ulfar Thunderlung has proven that the spirit of the baleful howl is alive and strong, so let ravens fly where he has walked, and let them tear at the bloody harvest left in his wake. May Blackmane guide you through the black of night, Ironhide. Know that if your pack calls, the baleful howl will always answer. What was hidden down there? What was the treasure that Erlon was after? I know not. Kalkasar's Carls did not allow anyone into the hidden arsenals. All we could see was them dragging crates up to the surface. 'Tis the age-old way. We fight, they sweep up the spoils. Thorvald grimly nods at a pair of corpses. We brought these from below. For all I know, it was his Carls that killed them to seal their lips. You see no signs of violence on the two women's bodies, but their porclean white skin proves without a doubt that they are dead. Their hands are clutched together in a deep death grip. The sweet scent of rotten meat prickles my nostrils, but it is not the fallen bodies I smell. It's the hands of the Inquisitor's minions. 'Tis what my instincts tell me too. My heart never had a strong faith in the Kalkasar's words before, but now whatever phantoms I trust I had is scattered into smoke. We must ask questions and get the answers by force, if that is the way it has to be. Both wolves affirm the last words with a fervent and murderous nods. Henriks casts a grim glance at the mighty warriors, but does not contradict them, either out of agreement or doubt about his survival were he to raise an objection. Okay, examine tech priest bodies. We succeeded, good. Something strange has occurred to the two women's augmentics. It is as if they have begun to grow inside their flesh, spreading webs of metal around them. After taking a closer look, you realize that every augment seems to have begun mutating, developing new forms and functions not envisioned by their creators. It seems probable that this is what caused their demise. Axiomantha. Okay, new character. Suddenly you hear a click inside of one of the tech priest's bodies and her eyes open wide. A spasm shakes her gaunt limbs, making Thorvald clutch his weapon. Her lips twist into a crooked line, forcing out 2 words. The yoke. She's still alive, called the Medica. Reconstruction impossible. The woman's whisper is barely audible, but the weak voice that is coming from her pale lips still sounds more alive than the mechanical hiss of a vox. The shelter has fallen. The maimed hunter comes. Cessation of vital functions inevitable. Her eyes momentarily roll back, but then a metallic shear inside her chest brings her back to consciousness. Inspect the tech priest's wounds. We succeed. There's not a single wound upon her white skin, but there is no doubt that she will soon perish. Her augmentics are failing as if they have been sabotaged by some entropic influence. For a moment you consider it a sign of tech blight, but then you refute the thought. What are you witnessing? What you are witnessing is not decay, but transformation of the matter from which the tech priest's true flesh is made. Who are you? Magos, Axiomanta Hanuman. That is my identifier. You're not the servant of the Omnissiah I have met who goes by that name. The tech priest responds with a faint and enigmatic smile. You have found yourself at the center of a tangle of paradoxicality. You spoke of a shelter and a maimed hunter. What did you mean by it? This place was a shelter. The Lord Inquisitor hid me here, and not only me. A high-pitched groan of pain interrupts her words. The maimed hunter, a figure of termination, an unknown variable, Amarnath's nemesis. I never met them, but I inferred their existence based on statistical evidence and logical conclusions. The portents of entropy foretell that the hunter is near. Can you speak more plainly? Are my words obscure? That is regrettable. Processing becomes difficult when you only have one half of your mind. Certain notions, data, and logical instruments were left in the less functional part of me. How do you know about Amarnath? I was a disciple of the Messiah of Discounting. When he was laid low, I found myself here. I hid from my reckoning. I reached out to the Omnissiah's wisdom as I pondered and considered. Logic revealed much to me even here in my prison. Point at the dead tech priest. Was she your sister? She was me. A phenomenon of flesh divided me into 2 identical bodies at birth. The Omnissiah's wisdom let me overcome this physiological flaw by braiding the separated mind. I was the first unified in the fleet. Now this half of me is dead. The rest of my mind is fading. The sympathetic principle is insurmountable. The tech priest closes her eyes and starts whispering something incomprehensible, sinking deeper into the depths of oblivion. I have learned enough about you. If you wish to know more, then hurry. The turning of the cog will soon cease. What happened to you? A pained shadow falls across her face. The chapel was attacked. The preservation protocol commanded me to hide within the inner artifactorum and block all outside access to it. Prolonged presence in close proximity to the object was prohibited by the algorithm. But the preservation protocol had a higher priority. The object affected me. I resisted. Resistance led to structural change. What object? The yoke. The weapon we forged at the Lord Inquisitor's command. The destroyer of worlds. I need more details. How does it work? What is this yoke? An enigma. The project was kept secret from everyone, including the smiths. We forged fragments of it. It was a tool for controlling energies of staggering power. And it was not only the Omnissiah's blessed gift that served as its foundation. It was forbidden knowledge. Knowledge that we comprehended. Henrik shakes his head in amazement. A yoke? A means of restraint? It sounds like a project of a grand planetary scale. And this is the first I'm hearing of it? Perhaps there was a hidden purpose to my assignment besides combating the cult and accompanying you, Svinto. But why? What else do you know about this weapon? How did Kalkasar learn of it? Against whom does he intend to use it? Against anyone. Its power is absolute. The first experiments with this tech relic was calamitous. The tech blight is merely its echo. Its potential is so much greater. She stops, as if frightened by her own words. It never should have fallen into the hands of the laity, but the Lord Inquisitor stole it. Its secret was procured beyond the dimensional gate, beneath the dark stars, and passed over Amarnaut. Kalkasar destroyed the Messiah of Discounting, and robbed him, and claimed the secret for himself. He knows. She points at Thorvald. He was there. Thorvald Ironhide glances at you in shame. She speaks no lies. The first task the Inquisitor gave us in the Expanse was to destroy a cult of tech heretics. The deed was done. This Amarnaut, was he a good priest? Did Kalkasar drag us into something foul? Ulfar looks away and rumbles heavily. I was there too. I fought those judged by Kalkasar. Why did Kalkasar need you to do it? At first he tries to do everything swiftly and quietly, but his agents and the cog priest loyal to him failed the capture of the leader of the tech heretics. That's when he realized he needed indestructible warriors. He needed us. The Cogcarls were powerless against the wolf's might, and we brought carnage to the explorator's ship and worlds. Ulfar, why did you keep quiet about this? Ulfar mutters, his expression as dark as a storm cloud. It was not my concern, only another's will, and it was the chapter's business. I have already told you more about the wolves than many of my brothers would have said in my place. I did not expect this from you, Ulfar. You have betrayed my trust. No, we're not going with this. I respect your oath and do not think less of you. Let's go with this. Thank you. Ulfar looks away, and you can just make out the string of Fenrisean curses he utters. You can summarize who their intended address is. What else do you wolves know about Amarnaut? Thorvald throws his hands. Nothing, I swear on my honor. He disappeared, and so did his ship. There is no blood of his upon our hands. And what do you know about this secret weapon? I never even knew there was a weapon. I was told of traitors, and I tracked them down. I claimed no trophies. I had no part in any dark intrigues. You think I would have wished that sneaky, scheming Viper to get his hand on something so powerful? I wouldn't even trust him with my axe. Let's see. It is not my place to judge you. You were following orders. You were wrong to obey Kalkasar. He used you to commit a dark deed. Let's go with number 2 here. It is not my place to judge you. You were following orders. Thorvald frowns and says in a hollow voice, and yet doubts smothers my heart. Did we sully our chapter's honor with deeds done for a dishonorable end? How exactly did the object affect you? A difficult thing to explain to a layman. Metamorphosis phenomenon occur in the object's vicinity. Sacred technology and even ordinary plasteel starts to behave willfully, shifting, reconstructing, and altering their fundamental abilities. Imagine yourself gazing upon a surface of water that was disturbed by a stone an era ago, but the ripples never stopped coming. That is what it felt like. The object propagated echoes of change. Why are you revealing Kalkasar's secrets to me? I was never his servant. I was forced to serve. When our circle was broken, he offered me a choice: submit or die. He threatened to kill half of me if I refused to forge for him. He needed Archmagus Armanaut's knowledge, and I had it. I saw no sense in resisting. I doubt I can learn more from you. It is difficult to process. Have I fulfilled my duty to the Omnissiah? May I rest now? She looks through you as though she can no longer see you. Are you in need of help? Attempts to slow down the degradation process are irrational, for they only prolong my suffering. I wish to cease to be. Her eyes close. Clicks are heard in the ensuing silence. For a while now, Henriks has been trying to bring his Vox transmitter back to life, to no avail, judging by the wrist twist of his mouth. The warp, take me. What kind of ordeal has the Lord Inquisitor really dragged you into? Abelard shakes his head. Never mind, but what am I talking about? Kalkasar's links to House von Valesius obviously go back to your predecessor's time. There's no telling what other secrets Lady Theodora took with her. Thorvald, do you understand what is happening here? Something foul. The Inquisitor seeks to use us to obtain a mighty weapon, and that he kept this design even from us. The Allfather's warriors saw suspicion in my heart. Does he keep his lips sealed because he knows that we won't support his game? Does the worm of treason lurk within his mind? Send a voxcast to the ship. Stop the loading. I will inspect the trophies personally. All you hear in response is wheezing static. Torvald Ironhide. Asiara, that conniving spittle. She silenced our vox voices. Thorvald tries to revive his caster to no avail. By the time we get back to the surface, the Inquisitor's mutts will be gone with their prize. I'm returning to Footfall. I have questions for the Lord Inquisitor. May the winds of the warp drive your Drekker swiftly, rogue trader. And may the truth not escape your grip.